thinking about Vegas. I got kicked out of a casino in Vegas forever. And it's obviously not this one, but I'm not supposed to tell this story because the casino's contacted my management and my agency and said if he keeps telling this story on stage, we're going to sue. So I can't tell you guys which casino I was at, but I will tell you guys that the lawyers at the Imperial Palace are fucking assholes. So I was at this random casino just hanging out. Me and my buddy went there because we knew this guy on the internet named Craig, and he had a list of girls, and I had 200 roses in my pocket, which is hard to do. So I was going to get a hooker, I'll just be honest, guys. I lived in Vegas for 10 years, I had never had a hooker. And I feel like that's part of Vegas, right? You take a picture by the dumb sign, you see the fountains, you get a hooker. But I just never wanted to disappoint my grandma because I just loved her so much. And I'll never forget when I was like 5 years old, she pulled me aside and she was like, "Brant, don't you ever pay for pussy." Which was really good advice, honestly, in hindsight. So I didn't want to buy a hooker, so in my weird head I came up with a plan where I just figured if I win enough money gambling, it'd be like the casino just comped the hooker for me. You know? Like a total rewards hooker is what I was calling it. So I started playing roulette. I'm usually a shitty gambler, but this was like my lucky night, right? I buy in for $100, and after like 20 minutes, I'm up $1,800.
Yeah!
And I turned to my buddy with me, and I'm like, "Holy shit, man, this is the best night of my life." Right when I said that, the pit boss came over, and I don't know if he was mad I was winning or if he's just a jerk, but he's like, hey man, you can't be talking like that." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You can't be saying shit in my casino." I'm like, "Dude, it's like 2 in the morning. People doing blow, and we're gambling, drinking. I can't say shit." He goes, "I told you once, I'm not going to tell you again. You say shit one more time, and you're out of here." I was like, "All right, well, that's fair enough. But since you just said it too, if you say shit one more time, you're out of here." He didn't laugh as much as you guys did. He, of course, called the security guards, which there's nothing I hate more in life than casino security guards. You know they're all the same. Between 40 and 50, fat, bad facial hair, men or women. Always traveling packs of 5 or 6, right? So here comes 5 casino security guards just waddling over, carrying all their broken dreams. They want to be police officers, but they run like a 37-minute mile. There comes 5 of them because I said shit in the casino at 2 a.m., right? So they take my Wyoming ID, they're looking it over, and they give it back to me, and they're like, "Hey man, is there some kind of problem here?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's a huge problem. You dumbasses are talking to me in public." And they were like, "Oh, really? Really, buddy? You want me to call the Sarge? You want me to call the sergeant?" I'm like, "Yeah, call the sergeant." I don't know how you become sergeant casino security. You get a shitty blazer and some batting gloves and tell 1,000 people where Keno is, but you call your sergeant, I said, right? So they call the sergeant, he waddles over with 5 more security guards. So now I have a sergeant and 10 security guards, right? They've already taken my ID once, they make me get it back out, I give it to them again. They take it to the sergeant, he looks it over real close, and he comes back over to me, he hands me back my Wyoming ID. The first thing he says to me is, "Hey boy, where are you from?" "I'm from Wyoming, sir." He's like, "Well, I don't know how you talk to your little sheep girlfriend in Wyoming, but you're not going to say shit in front of women in my casino." And all the little security guards laughed. And I was like, "You know what, sir? I never like to curse in front of women, but I do know a group of women that curses every single morning. It's your mothers when they wake up and go, 'My son is a 47-year-old security guard.'" They did not applaud like you guys. He's like, "That's it. Take your chips, go to the cage, and get out of here." But you guys know how it is when there's that many security guards, right? Big ass crowd forms. I'm a performer. I see a crowd, I'm like, it's showtime. And I knew my hooker dreams were crushed and I wanted to get my revenge. So I look at my boy, I'm like, "Watch this." And I start walking towards the cage to cash out my chips. And I have to walk by the roulette table where the whole thing started. The pit boss is just sitting there with a smirk on his face like he beat me. It's like, "Nah, we're not done just yet." I walked over to the roulette table. If you know anything about roulette, there's the wheel, and then in front of the wheel there's like $200,000 worth of chips, right? So I get to the table, I reach in, I'm like, fuck it, I don't want this money. I stop the wheel while it's spinning and I pull the roulette ball out in the middle of the casino. The casino goes dead quiet like I'm holding a time bomb or something. And I don't know what came over me. I think it's like when you're a little kid, I was like, well, fuck it, if I can't play, I'm taking my ball and going home. Then I realized, what am I going to do with this little white marble, right? So out of the corner of my eye, I see the pit boss looking all confused, and in all my drunken anger, I just reared back, and I threw that roulette ball as hard as I could at the pit boss. Hit him right in the chest, right? This one gets a little blurry. Those fat-ass security guards clobber me in the middle of the casino, literally tackle me on my face. I chip one of my teeth, my watch breaks, we wrestle around for like 50 seconds. Somehow I lose a flip-flop. And I'm laying on this dirty casino floor, and they have me zip tied up, and they stand me up, and the casino goes crazy. Old people are like, get him out of here, he's a nuisance. And the young people are like, holy shit, this is the best spring break ever. And they're like trying to high-five my shoulder as I one-flop to casino jail. So now I'm in casino jail for like an hour just hanging out, right? Just talking shit to these security guards like, do you guys really need Nike wristbands to match your whole outfit? And what drawer do we keep the laminated badges in? And what time does mommy take you to work in the morning? But then the real cops come, and I don't mess with real police officers, right? I have a respect for cops that risk their lives every single day and do like real shit. That's right. Plus, these cops were humongous. They were fucking huge. So they come in and they tell the cops a story, and the cops are like, all right, we'll take them from here. And they take me out of zip ties. They put me in real handcuffs. Never been so scared in my life. I'm 26 years old. I've never been to jail. My legs are literally shaky while I'm standing there. The two big cops are like, come with us. And we walk down this long hallway, and they don't say one word to me, and I'm just getting more scared and more scared. And I'll never forget, we get in the elevators. I'm standing in the middle of the elevators. The two big cops come in, and one stands on each side of me, like I'm a killer or something, right? I think I played for the Patriots or some shit. We take the elevator down to the lobby, and they're like, sit over here, kid. And I go sit at a slot machine, and I just wait. And the two cops go over to the side, and they're talking. And I'll never forget, I'm sitting at this little machine, and this big cop comes back over. He's about 6'7". He just stands over the top of me. Most intimidating dude I've ever seen. He just looks down, and he's like, hey, man, just so you know, I've been doing this job 17 years. And that is the greatest fucking story ever. So he gives me a ticket, and he says, don't worry about this ticket, we won't show up for court. The casino can't pay all those people to take a day off from work and go to court, so you're fine. Just don't ever do it again, right? So the next man... The best part about it, if you come to my house in LA, in my office I have like a college degree, awards, pictures of famous people. No one gives a shit about any of that. The only thing anyone ever wants to talk about is this pink ticket I have framed above my desk from the Las Vegas Metro Police Department that just says, disturbing the peace, stopping live roulette game in progress, and hitting pit boss in chest with roulette ball. It's done way more for my career than some dumbass college university. You guys have a lot of fun.